Happy Sunday, everyone. Well, for the coastal cities, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies for this evening overnight. However, we are looking at, once again, patchy fog and drizzle. We're going to see it again roll in for tomorrow morning, but otherwise, just mainly some patchy fog to look out for again towards the early morning hours. But otherwise, we're going to see a lot of that clear out throughout the afternoon. In terms of temperatures, we are looking at upper 50s for the Crescent City area. Otherwise, mid to upper 60s mainly for the coastal cities. You can see 67 out of Brookings. We're also looking at 64 for Bandon and 65 out of North Bend. For the West Valleys, we are slowly cooling at the beginning of this work week and into next weekend. You'll see it in the 7-day forecast. We're cooling down quite a bit, actually. West Valleys, partly cloudy for this evening. We're going to see it again for tomorrow morning, but otherwise a lot of sunshine. We're going to see it on Halloween too. You can see right here, low 70s overall for the Grants Pass and Medford area. Otherwise upper 60s for the Northern California area. Looking at 65 for Roseburg for tomorrow. East of the Cascades, it's a very similar trend here. As you can see, mainly clear skies for the rest of the evening. Otherwise, partly cloudy throughout the early morning hours. We are looking at sunshine for tomorrow, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds as well. We're looking at 64 for all tourists. Otherwise, if you want to go to Crater Lake for tomorrow, bring a jacket. It's looking like 47 degrees for that high temperature and low 60s overall for the Klamath Falls area. I mentioned a change in the forecast. Take a look right here. Here's the Rogue Valley area. Take a look at the first 4 days on this forecast. We're looking at mainly low 70s on Monday and Tuesday. There's Halloween. We are looking at some pretty nice conditions for Halloween. We're looking at low 70s for that high temperature. For trick-or-treat hours, we are looking at upper 50s and low 60s depending on the time of night that you're going to go out for trick-or-treating. Otherwise, we're cooling down in the forecast. Notice we're getting back into the 60s. That's 67 degrees right here for Wednesday. That's actually the average this time of year. So we're working closer to the average temperature, but we're also cooling down and seeing some rainfall in the forecast as well beginning on Friday. You can see right there, we might even see some 50s in the forecast Friday and Saturday, but we're also looking at the potential for some 40s in the forecast maybe into next weekend. For Klamath Basin, it's the same trend right here. We're going from 60s into 50s down to 40s towards next weekend. Otherwise, some rainfall in the forecast starting on Friday. Once again, Halloween is still looking pretty good throughout the region. It's the same right here for Mount Shasta City. Looking at mainly 60s Monday throughout Wednesday. We are looking at cooler conditions, obviously, for the late evening hours for trick-or-treating, but otherwise we're looking at 40s beginning on Friday. We might even see some rainfall, and on Sunday, you can see right there, we might also see some snowfall in the forecast. We'll see how that turns out over the next few days. However, patchy fog as well as some drizzle throughout overnight hours and the early morning hours for the coastal cities for tomorrow, but otherwise we are looking at that clearing out throughout the afternoon hours. Halloween looks like mid-60s for that high temperature. Otherwise, we are expecting 50s, cooler conditions into the forecast. Towards the end of this next work week, we're also looking at some rainfall coming in beginning on Thursday.